This is where it's at, folks. The college tournament ends here tonight. For one team, the joy of a lifetime will be achieved. And there's no doubt going to be some incredible action all along the way. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. We'll see the Wisconsin Badgers taking on the Kansas Jayhawks.
You got that right. I mean, this is what each student athlete has worked so hard for all season long. An opportunity for the title. I mean, this game might very well be the defining moment for the lives of every one of these young men.
Both these teams have gone through so much adversity just to make it here. All tournament long, it's been survive and advance. But now, this is the part where you put all your chips on the table and just lay it on the line.
Let's check out Wisconsin's starting lineup. We've got Kaminsky. Hawkins is out there with Hill. Then it's Decker, and it's Evans in at the 4 spot. Now Hawkins. There's the pick. Pass to Evans. And so it looks like the Badgers will retain possession here.
Shape up. Shape up.
Here's Hawkins. Rebounded by the Jayhawks.
And with any championship game, you know that every player is going to have their heart racing for the first few minutes. That's just natural. That's adrenaline. They'll need to remain calm, though, and let the game come to them and kind of ease into it.
And one guy, guys, I'll keep an eye on in this one is Freak. He is the consummate leader for his team. He can come out strong and play his game while keeping his intensity level up. It'll be just what they need to claim the title. Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie. And not many people know this, but the Badgers do have one college title in their trophy case. Won the tournament back in 1941. A different time back then, but a title nevertheless.
Now here's Kaminsky. The pass to Hawkins. Out left to the wing. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Decker. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Man, this guy is a scoring machine. I mean, I know I'm not the only one to describe him that way.
Lee passes to Duncan. There's the dish to Gaines. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game. And the Badgers with possession here. Both teams deciding to change it up. Here's Hill. Pass to Hawkins. To the paint. Here's Wade. And it's Freak with the rebound.
You know, one of the big questions on everybody's mind in this game is whether or not Freak will stay on for another year or go pro. I mean, usually a player with his upside would be a lock to be a one and done, but he's giving serious thought to staying.
And Freak is a guy who clearly values the scholastic aspect of collegiate sports, so it makes sense for him to think about staying beyond this season. Still, with Freak's draft stock rising, this could be his final game as a collegiate player.
Daniels kicks to Williams. Now here's Freak. Wade is covering. There's Freak. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
Free throw good. Freak. Some changes for Kansas. Dedmon's checked in, and it's Jenkins in for Daniels. And both free throws good from Freak.
And what a journey it has been, really, for this whole team to make it to the college championship, especially for Freak. A few bumps in the road for him, but what a story.
Greg, you get the feeling that it's only the beginning. I mean, the way he plays and the accolades he has, I mean, you can see him having a long and productive career at the pro level.
And Wisconsin, looking at who they've got. They've got Fisher, and it's Conley in at the 2. Williams kicks to Jenkins. Here's Dedmon. Can't get it to go. Wade with the defensive effort. Fisher against Williams. There's the feed to Payton. Walker is screen on Calder. Payton dishes to Wade. Back to Payton. He kicks to Conley. Hits the front of the rim and out.
And as we see Freak and his team go for the title here, he is trying to repeat what he did just a year ago. He was able to lead his high school to the PSAL championship.
Well, Greg, he was a 4-time All-American selection in high school and a unanimous one at that. He's won state titles before, but this is a different animal in high school.
There's the screen. Fisher against Williams. Walker with a clean look. That's good. And the assist goes to Fisher. Walker's got his second basket of the night. And And the big game is just about ready to get going for our second half of play. What a championship atmosphere we've got here tonight. We are just one half of basketball away from seeing college basketball history being made.
And in a championship game like this one, guys, you would have expected a close battle. I don't think either side is going to be able to run away and hide in this one.
And, Greg, tight games like this are where legends are born. I mean, if a player like Freak can come up huge in this final half of play, he'll anchor himself in school history as one of the greats to ever play the game.
Freak, he's in at the 4 spot. He's out there with Oubre, and it's Duncan in at the 2-guard spot. And for the Badgers, they've got Hill. He's out there with Hawkins. Kaminsky out there with Decker. And it's Evans in at the power forward. The Jayhawks have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. And here's Hawkins. Passes it to Decker. Here's the screen. He feeds it to Hill. To the middle. Evans passes to Hill. 6 on the shot clock. Decker kicks to Hill. That 3 off the mark. And here we go. The Jayhawks with a fast break. Now here's Freak. T right on him. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. Frank Kaminsky picks one up.
What a night so far for Freak. He has 9 points, and he's added to his totals by picking up 3 points at the line as well.
Yeah, that'll balance out that stat sheet nicely. I mean, you always want to see at least a few points from the free throw line.
Looking at who's out there now for the Jayhawks. Calderon's checked in, and it's Jenkins in for Duncan. Wade outside on the wing. Hill. The Badgers working the ball around now. And that one hits back iron. A basket would put them in front for the first time today.
And you can tell they know what this possession means.
Hawkins against Williams. There's Freak. He sinks the 11-footer. Freak's got 13.
And, guys, one big story that we have in this championship game is that a guy like Freak could boost his draft stock quite a bit. A win here could catapult him up the big boards of a lot of teams.
And, you know, while it's just one game, scouts will get a chance to see how he plays on the big stage. Knowing a player is at his best when the lights are brightest is a big plus in GM's books.
Dishes to Calderon. Back to Williams. Jenkins the pass to Freak. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
This game's still very much up in the air. I mean, this is where you start to separate the men from the boys and where heroes are born.
Freak in at power forward. He's out there with Oubre, and it's Daniels in at the point. Payton kicks to Hawkins. They set the screen. He dishes it to Decker. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Jayhawks.
And when they've worked the ball into the post throughout this game, they have had success.
They've worked hard tonight at crashing the boards as well. They've had a bunch of second chance points.
Freak with it. Evans is there. Freak dishes to Daniels. Here's Freak. No good. Evans with some nice D. Payton kicks to Evans. Now here's Kaminsky. He's guarded closely. 1:51 left here in the second half of the game. Decker passes to Payton. Oh, and they take the lead. And Wisconsin leads by 1.
And the hot shooting continues.
Yeah, along with the lack of defense we've seen, Greg, neither team really expending much energy when it comes to protecting the basket either. It's been all offense all the time.
Freak with it. He's against Evan. No good. So the Badgers will take it the other way. In transition, here come the Badgers. Kaminsky kicks to Hawkins. Here's Evans. Rebounded by the Jayhawks. Freak's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Kicks to Daniels. And 1:01 left in the second half. There's a screen. Now here's Oubre. He's covered by Hawkins.
Shot right there. That could be the difference maker.
Indeed, it might be a big, huge moment in this game right there.
Lee's checked in for Daniels. And Wisconsin also making a switch. Hill, he's checked in for Payton. And the Badgers with possession here. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Hawkins kicks to Evans. Here's Kaminsky. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play.
Well executed possession. They controlled the shot. Nicely done.
And the free throw, no good. Duncan outside. With his first shot attempt, no good. So the Badgers will take it the other way. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And so they choose to intentionally foul. And no good on the 1-and-1. Lee against Hawkins. There's Freak. Money!
You know, they've got a foul to give here if they need it.
Yeah, definitely something to keep in mind for them right now.
And the Badgers with possession here. Sixteen seconds left in the second half of basketball. Evans outside. Lee with the steal. And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let them dribble the game out.
Exactly. I mean, got to stop the clock any way possible and hope they alligator arm a few of those free throws.
Stolen by Decker.
And you saw him gauging that pass there. He knew they were coming inside with it and got in position for the steal.
And so the Jayhawks take the win. Such a special moment.
Hello.
Good evening and welcome to the NBA Draft. With the first pick in the NBA Draft, the Minnesota Timberwolves select Karl Anthony Towns from the University of Kentucky. With the second pick in the NBA Draft, the Los Angeles Lakers select D'Angelo Russell from The Ohio State University. With the third pick in the NBA Draft, the Philadelphia 76ers select Jahlil Okafor from Duke University. With the fourth pick in the NBA Draft, the New York Knicks select Kristaps Porzingis from Latvia. With the fifth pick in the NBA Draft, the Orlando Magic select Mario Hezonja from Dubrovnik, Croatia. With the sixth pick in the NBA Draft, the Sacramento Kings select Willie Cauley-Stein from the University of Kentucky. With the seventh pick in the NBA Draft, the Denver Nuggets select Emmanuel Mudiay from Dallas, Texas. With the eighth pick in the NBA Draft, the Detroit Pistons select Stanley Johnson. With the ninth pick in the NBA Draft, the Charlotte Hornets select the 19-year-old power forward from the University of Kansas.
Let's do this, young man.
Yes, sir.
Here we go, my first NBA game. This is something I've been waiting for my entire life. And to be honest, I'm a little bit nervous. But I know this is where I belong. So I just gotta get out there and do what I was born to do. I hope I can make my family proud.
Been waiting for this day for a long time. It's opening day in the NBA. Thanks, everyone, for joining us here in the start of a new season. Joined in the booth with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. We'll see the Miami Heat defending home turf in the Eastern Conference. And this matchup with the Hornets, it's their first game of the NBA's regular
season. Nicholas Batum.
You know, he's a great young player and even a better young man. So personally, I couldn't be happier for him. I know he's thinking about the game, but I hope he's able to take a moment to just enjoy this accomplishment.
Well said, and I hope so, too. I mean, as a player, you want to stay even-keeled, but it's almost impossible. I mean, there's just so much that you've gone through to reach this point. It has to be emotional.
And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot two. And here we see the debut of Freak, the kid from Harlem. His first time on an NBA floor. And Clark, it's a moment that he's worked very hard to achieve, and his family has got to be proud.
Extremely so, Kevin. It's been a long journey for him, but every level along the way, he's found success. High school phenom, playing for a college championship. I wouldn't bet against this kid in anything when it comes to basketball.
Well, with Freak, Clark, there was a question whether he would stay another year in college. Really was a tough decision for him, but he ended up coming out after his freshman year.
And, Kevin, it's really hard to blame a guy like Freak for doing that. I mean, he's clearly NBA ready, and he's putting a lot at risk for every year he stays in school when he could be on the NBA clock.
Bosh, that's the pick for Wade. Back to Bosh. Unloads from 13. Good on the jump shot.
You know, we saw Chris Bosh really ramp it up with the three-ball last season. I mean, we frequently see vets do that. LaMarcus Aldridge is a recent example. Extending your range is a great way to keep playing at a high level, especially as you enter your 30s.
Then kicks to Whiteside. Dragic dishes to Bosh. And it's Wade in the corner. The fadeaway. Jefferson with the rebound.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Dang against Batum. Jefferson passing to Lamb. Jefferson, a screen on Wade. Right side, Batum. It's good. This game is all even. Batum's got 7.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
And for Wade, we often talk about his physical state. But what about the mental toughness? Here's a guy who's been playing in some...
Charlotte shooting with confidence, 50% from the field so far. And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. And for Miami, look at who they've got out there. Chris Bosh is out there with Stoudemire. And it's Green, then it's Winslow, and it's Dragic in at the point. Greg, you brought the topic for Wade. He's had a chance to make several tough mental adjustments throughout his career.
Well, he's always been a guy willing to alter his game for the good of the team. That's why he's got those championship rings, Kevin. You've got to be flexible, not just talented.
Yeah, when Shaq comes in and joins him, then he had to change away when LeBron came in to play
Great
a
credit
different
to
way.
him.
Yeah.
Great credit to him.
Very admirable. A different look for Miami. Whiteside's checked in for Stoudemire. And it's Dang in for Winslow. They set the screen. Whiteside a screen. Then kicks to Whiteside. 6 to shoot. Near the three-point line, it's Dragic. Misses the wing J.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you can see the frustration on his face.
Freak with it. He's up against Bosh. Here's Freak. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. They get Hassan Whiteside.
Well, we know until last season the Heat had been the kings of the Southeast Division. They won 4 straight division titles. But all of that changed last season.
The Heat struggled in their own division last year, ended up 3rd. And there you have it, folks, the very first NBA bucket from Freak.
And a scrappy one, but he'll take it. It doesn't matter how you get those first points in the NBA. It just matters that you get them.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, there will be plenty of chances to create spectacular highlights in the years to come for this young man. But right now, he just wants those first points.
Now here's Green. Not a lot of room. That's good. Green's got his second bucket of the night. And so it's Charlotte with it, trailing by 5. Outside, Walker.
Move the ball. Stick it too much.
Another shot, and the layup good by Jefferson. Jefferson's got 6 points.
And that's a great play on the backboard for him. I mean, it's what we expect. All his second chance points do not come by accident.
Back to Green. Whiteside sets the bid for Green. Inside. And slammed in by Whiteside.
Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
Yeah, and when he's got a lead like that, why not take a few chances? A lot more engaging and entertaining than just doing the old ho-hum one-hander.
Walker. Good work defensively by Whiteside.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Here's Green. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Outside, Walker. He dishes it to Freak. Back to Walker. They set the pick off the screen, and he drops that one in.
Effective screen set there for the jump shot. That was the key to the play.
Well, I think it's been said about 1,000 times now how Coach Spoelstra started as a video coordinator with the Heat, but he's been with the organization for so long, they are starting to become synonymous.
We need to calm down. We're taking too many shots early in the clock. Let's get some ball movement and run something on the offensive end.
And I think Doris Burke has something for us right
Slow down inside.
And so we conclude the first half. Heat lead. Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break. And so it's the Hornets who come out on top. This
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we have the opportunity to present our Al Jefferson. He made all the key plays every step of the way. They depend on him to deliver the. And that's it for our broadcast here tonight. But we're just.
Coming home. New York City, baby. I'll be honest, I'm pretty excited. Mama, Pops, Cece, yeah, they're gonna be there. Playing in front of them in the NBA uniform for the first time is gonna be a special moment for me. I know all of Harlem's gonna be watching. No pressure, right? It's all good, though. I've been waiting for this my entire life. And I'll be ready.
All eyes are on the Eastern Conference in this game as the New York Knicks play this one at home. Hornets coming to town hoping to notch one here in this one-game road trip. Well, it's been an improvement this year over last season. They made a lot of adjustments and happy to see that they translate into some tangible. Freak comes in for Zeller, and it's Jeremy Lin in for Lamb.
Listen, the Knicks had a hard time scoring last year, just lacked any real presence in the paint, and lacking that paint threat makes things easier for the opposing defense.
Setting the floor for the Hornets. Freak, he's in at power forward. Kemba Walker is out there with Jeremy Lin. Then it's Kaminsky, and it's Batum in at the 3 spot. Here's Galloway. Sinks the three-pointer. Galloway has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. You know, at the Knicks, they were second to last in field goal percentage from their front court. Granted, they were hit by injuries. It seemed like all over the place all season.
Yeah, you know, that poor field goal percentage shooting and being top 3 in field goal attempts on the year, not a good combination.
Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for Anthony. And a switcher also for Charlotte. Kid Gilchrist, he's checked in for Nicholas Batum. Nobody near Williams. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. And Walker kicks to Kid Gilchrist. And that one's good.
And the double clutch layup in that situation, that's just him playing to the crowd, guys.
Knicks trail by 5. The dish now to Afflalo. There's a good screen. Here's Galloway, guarded by Walker. Afflalo, that's good. Afflalo's got his first bucket of the night.
Really good job there. That's the definition of the inside-out game.
Walker dishes to Freak. He feeds it to Kaminsky. Lin against Afflalo. Here's Kid Gilchrist. The basket good off the assist from Lin. Kid Gilchrist has got his second basket of the night.
If you're waiting for him to miss when he's that open, you're going to be in for a long wait.
And O'Quinn kicks to Serafin. Hits the jumper. 59 seconds left in the first. Walker with it. He had 28 points in the win against Portland.
And what I enjoyed when watching that game was the way he balanced getting his shot and also incorporating his teammates. High-quality shot, just a little off there with the release.
And, Greg, that has him S-H-H-E, shaking his head. Tough miss that time.
The Knicks making a switch here. Amundsen's checked in. So for the Hornets, their last game, a win against the Trailblazers.
And in that game, guys, I mean, the beneficiary of what was some very lackluster defense being played against them.
Agreed, guys. It was really quite shocking and disappointing how many free runs to the hoop they got.
Setting the floor for the Hornets. Freak in at power forward. Jeremy Lamb out there with Jeremy Lin. Then there's Batum and it's Zeller in at the 5. Shot clock at 6. Calderon kicks to Serafin. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. Well, we get a look here now at the small forwards with the fastest hands in the league and generating the most steals per game. And you look at Anthony, always dangerous on the court. He leads the league. And, of course, Derek Williams doing just as much. That free throw good from Seraphim. And both free throws good for Seraphim.
And Charlotte had a lot of momentum going into last season off that playoff appearance. But they just stumbled out of the gates last season and spent the whole year playing catch-up.
Lynn kicks to Lamb. Dishes to Freak. Lead pass was put in just the right spot. Freak's got his first points in this one.
He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
Galloway kicks to Anthony. No good. Great D that time from Batum. Charlotte has gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. The quick look, no good that time.
In the first quarter, he was killing them from outside, but he can't get it going here.
Calderon passes to Carmelo. Inside, here's Porzingis. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. Porzingis has got the lead up to 1 now for the Knicks. Guys back and forth this first half.
Well, 5 lead changes early on, guys, as we grapple back and forth.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
There's the pick. Here's Lamb. Here's Freak. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. Freak's got 4 points in the quarter.
8 of the last 10 points at that end of the court have been scored on very high percentage shots in the paint.
And really, there is no resistance defensively right now. It is just far too easy. Both teams trading punches back and forth. This thing's like a heavyweight fight.
The momentum swings, really impossible to keep track of. The energy in the building just keeps going back and forth, ebbing and flowing. I'm loving it.
Batum dishes to Freak. It's tipped. Rebounded by Lamb.
And guys, Porzingis was almost a rookie last season, but he opted to pull out of the early entry and wait a year for this past summer's draft. Seems to have worked out for him as far as how his draft stock has changed.
Anthony. Great D that time from Batum.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
Zeller against Anthony. And Zeller kicks to Lamb. Pick by Zeller. Shot off the pick. And he overshot that one, missing. Greg, you're right with Porzingis. It made sense for him to wait 1 more year. Clark has a lot to learn, but still comes over, as a much talked about player, a much better player than had he declared last season.
I agree with you, yet he'll still need time to develop, but all the ingredients are there. He's got a chance to be a really good player.
Yeah, the Latvian had a great shot for his height, and he'll be an interesting stretch for in the NBA.
Good call.
Pick by Zeller. Lynn the pass to Lamb. And the layup is good. Lamb's got 7 points in the game.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. And he made it look easy that time.
Anthony kicks to Galloway. No good on the 3.
And no excuse there for missing that one after being freed up by a great pick.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, they came.
The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull. Look for New York. Kevin Seraphim is checked in for Porzingis. Kyle O'Quinn comes in for Aaron Aflalo. And Derek Williams subbed in for Jose Calderon. So an almost entirely new grouping now for Charlotte. Hasbro's checked in for Jefferson. Freak comes in for Zeller. Kid Gilchrist is checked in for Nicholas Batum. And Brian Roberts subbed in for Kemba Walker. Kyle Quinn out there with Kevin Seraphin. Then it's Anthony. Then it's Derek Williams. And it's Lopez in at the center position. That's the 5 for New York right now. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Kid Gilchrist. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there. Earned those free throws.
No good on that one.
Taking 2 shots.
He hits the second from the line. And so it's New York with it. Aflalo dishes to Calderon. So no problem for New York as they get the win. Even early.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Welcome back, everybody. Ernie Johnson here along with Shaq and the Jet. Carmelo Anthony. He was the engine that drove this team the whole night, and his teammates had no problem. And that brings us to the end of our broadcast.
What a life, eh, freak? 1 minute you're playing 21 and horse on the courts in Harlem, and the next moment you're in the showroom, configuring the gunmetal and graphite exterior of your luxury car and your iPad mini. Oh, I bet you get a crazy crowd.
Tell you about Vic. He has his bad rap. It's not, and I understand some of his judgments might shadow his actual character. He's not that at all. Man, Vic, let me tell you something. We actually, we have love for each other. We're brothers. Blood couldn't make us any closer at all. I mean, he has so much loyalty to me and to my family. You can see even Cece, has issues with him, but he still loves her. He still loves her.
Steph Curry and the Warriors next game. I've been looking forward to this for a while now. You know they'll be running and gunning. And Steph's gonna do 2 or 3 things that make you want to stop and stare. But we can't let that distract us. Because if we lose focus for even a second, they'll be up 20. So maybe it's up to me to put on a little show of my own.
It's time for some hoops at the Time Warner Cable Arena in downtown Charlotte, North Carolina. It's the home of the Hornets, live on 2K Sports. Bringing Hornets. Warriors leading by 3. You can point to any number of things, Clark, the Warriors did well last year. Their play on the road being one of them.
Well, the Warriors were exactly road warriors all season long, partner. Hit the ground running and finished with the league best 28 road win.
Setting the floor for the Warriors, it's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson. They're in the backcourt. Barnes and Green are the forward set. And it's Spates in at the 5 down low. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in.
And for the Warriors, they would go on several road trips undefeated last season. Still, the only time they looked vulnerable were games on the road.
Here's Lynn. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And with the break in the action, let's look at the stats for Klay Thompson. He's getting around 20 points per, 4 assists, and 3 rebounds. And he's been putting up points with regularity. I mean, that's what they depend on, his killer instinct on offense.
Yeah, and anytime this club needs a bucket, he's their go-to. Just irrepressible and a prolific scorer.
Here's what Charlotte's going with right now. Kaminsky, he's checked in for Jefferson, and it's Kid Gilchrist in for Nicholas Batum. Then for the Warriors, Ezeli's checked in for Green, and it's Barbosa in for Klay Thompson.
And, you know, with the Warriors on the road, they would occasionally dig a hole they couldn't get out of. Still, hard to critique a team that was so dominant in every facet of the game last season, even on the road.
Here's Kaminsky. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. Kaminsky's got his first 2 points of the night.
Yeah, good-looking bounce pass to set up that one.
Barbosa dishes to Ezeli. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
You know what? That's what you like to see. A perfect pass leading him right into the shot. Didn't even have to break stride.
And Walker kicks to Freak. There's the dish to Kaminsky. Pass to Kid Gilchrist. Freak sets a screen for Kid Gilchrist. Just 4 to shoot. There's Walker with the 3. He's 4 for 6 from the field with that miss. To the paint. Here's Ezeli. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. Just watching Festus Ezeli out of Vanderbilt play. He's got the big body. Freak comes in for Tyler Hansbrough. Nicholas Batum. He's checked in for Kid Gilchrist. And it's Lamb in there for Kemba Walker. Golden State also making some changes. Iguodala comes in for Ezeli. And it's Thompson in for Curry. Freak, he's in at power forward. Jeremy Lamb out there with Jeremy Lin. Then there's Batum. And it's Jefferson in at the center position. So that's the Hornets 5. Here's Lamb. 17 points for him last game against Milwaukee. Down low, there's Freak. Blanketed by the D, he fights to the rim for the layup. Freak's got his first 2 points.
You know, and Ezeli missing a lot of games with various injuries from the knee and ankle a season ago. He can be a quality rebounder and rim protector, but he's got to find a way to stay healthy.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
Inside, there's Freak. Takes it off the glass. Now just a 1-point Warrior lead.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Great ball movement. And Ezeli, originally from Nigeria, picked up the game late. Only played 6 years of organized basketball before going pro. So still developing his hands and offensive skill set, but clearly he's got the tools physically to play. No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Freak with it. Spates there. Freak kicks to Lynn. Freak sets a screen for Lynn. And that misses. That would have put him up. Golden State's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Here's Thompson. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Thompson's got 12.
Exactly what they want right there. Continue to get good looks.
Lynn against Barbosa. Barbosa with the steal. Here's Thompson. Here's Iguodala. Cannot hit. And Charlotte will go the other way with it. This game coming after a loss against the Bucks.
The offense just struggled mightily in that game. They went stretches where points just became very difficult to come by.
And ironically, their play wasn't that bad. It was just their shot making that went AWOL.
Count the bucket.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Barbosa against Land. Dishes it to Freak. Buries it down low. Freak's got his third basket of the night right there.
That's a heads-up play there on offense. The pump fake cleared the way for the nice layup.
And he gets the bucket. Spates has got the lead back up to 5 now for the Warriors. The Hornets have gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told. There's the pick, and there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Yeah, you've got to make sure your feet are set when you set those screens, or they're going to call that on you.
And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that...
Yes, Kevin.
Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams. Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for Draymond Green.
And Steve Clifford might not be the most famous coach in the NBA, but he has plenty of experience, and everyone in the league knows exactly how well-versed he is as a coach.
And Golden State looking at who they've got. Iguodala, the 3, with Barnes, the stretch 4. He has the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson at the guard spots, and it's Ezeli in at the 5 spot. Lamb with the ball. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. And Clifford in his third year now as a head coach, Greg. That experience you were just talking about. He has 29 years of coaching under his belt. He's a Van Gundy disciple. Clark was on the coaching staff for both brothers.
Yeah, and he's been with a lot of teams, Kevin. 13 seasons as an assistant for the Lakers, Rockets, Magic, and Knicks.
Freak kicks to Jefferson. Cannot hit, and Golden State will go the other way with it. This game coming after a loss against the Jazz.
Kevin, the ups and downs really made the game interesting to watch. But I just think after a while, they kind of faded out.
Which is too bad.
And so it's the Hornets who come out on top.
Well, Al, this was a game where you guys see...
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we get a chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Kemba Walker.
This play tonight, Ernie, was finally a bright spot for them because, you know, they had a very rough stretch of games. It's been a while since they...
And that wraps things up, folks. Thanks for joining us. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan.
The only color I care about is green, money. Now, you've certainly made some money so far, Freak, but it's time we make more money. I'm talking movies, TVs, endorsements, even your own brand Jordan sneakers.
I care about the game first, Dom. All that sounds great, but don't you think it's a little too early to be talking about all that?
Too early? LeBron was 12 years old in 6th grade when he was thinking Space Jam. It's never too early to take and make leaps.
I guess.
You guess? This isn't high school. This isn't college. This is the real world. And the real world is fueled by one thing.
Oh, money.
That's right. Money. Dollar bills, y'all. Why do you think they put presidents on them? Because that's what presides over us. I ever tell you guys about the first dollar I ever made?
No, Dom, but you're about to.
Yo, check this out. CC, this is a great story, right? So I'm 7 years old, Queens, New York, 1973. My older brother, Lonzo, he's got a lemonade stand. So that summer, I'm like, Lonzo, you know, let me help out. Let me make a couple of bucks with you. He's like, all right, Dom, come on. I'll teach you the business. So I'm pouring tons of sugar. I'm squeezing the lemons. I got the lemonade stand all set up. I'm like, yo, I got this, right? So I'm watching during the course of the day. I'm noticing something Lonzo's doing. He's not charging for refills. That summer, I convinced Lonzo no more free refills, and we make $2,000 plus tips. Today, Lonzo's Lemonade is a national brand and publicly traded.
Oh, wow. That's dope.
I'm not here to impress. I'm here to improve and to assist. I'm like the Italian-American Magic Johnson, running point for Team Freak. No.
The only person running point around here will be me.
CC. Look at my watch. What do you see?
Not this again. I've seen the movie.
This is diamonds and platinum. Gold, forget about it. Silver, forget about it. This is diamonds and platinum. It's power and speed. Freak, this is what you have. You are on your way to being the biggest thing in the NBA. I'm proposing now that we dominate off the court as well as on.
I can't believe I'm saying this, Freak, but Dom has a point. You've been establishing yourself on the court, and now it's time to take it off the court. Brand Jordan sneakers, I mean, the possibilities are endless.
Listen, Freak, you're gonna have to decide the legacy you wanna leave. But I'm not some agent from the Yellow Pages. I'm Dom Pagnotti. I'm the man, the myth, the legend, the king, #1. I'm the best. And I'm a shark. And the Pagnotti shark is working for you. And we gotta set new goals and bigger goals, okay? I'm talking all-star game. I'm talking dunk contest. When was the last time you saw an NBA great in a dunk contest, huh? I'm talking first team All-NBA, first team All-Defensive team.
What about social media?
Yvette, great idea. Social media. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Let's kick it up a notch. www.freakingandvibing.com. That's right, your own website. I've already set it up for you, and it's running great.
Wait, hold up.
Listen, I'm in negotiations right now on a feature that will allow viewers to watch Freak and only him and his plays during the game.
Yeah, but you set up a website without consulting me?
Yeah.
When did this happen?
Last week.
Uh-oh. Oh, this is gonna be epic.
CC, I love you, but I got no time to waste. And you're out there busy doing whatever it is you're doing.
Whatever I'm doing, you know what? I'm really sick and tired of the disrespect. This is Team Freak, not the Dom Pagnotti Italian-American opera.
Cece, calm down, all right? Dom here, he's just trying to take us to the next level.
Look, Ming Ching, I don't even know why you're here when your job is to look good and shut up.
Cece, chill.
No, I'm done chilling. Between your clown agent and your gold-digging girlfriend, I've had enough.
Gold digger? You're the winner of the Lucky Sperm contest, and I'll have you know I am currently starting my own fashion line. I've already got model contracts from Beijing to Milan, not to mention I graduated top of my class. Summa cum laude.
You mean thank you, Laude?
I don't need a man to save me or provide for me, okay? I got my own. Boo.
Okay, well, if that's the case, then why has all your success and fame coincided with your relationship with my brother? I mean, if you're really on top of your game, wouldn't that have happened before y'all even met?
Right? You know what, Cece? You're just jealous. It's okay, though. Why don't you just play the background, yeah? Enjoy the ride.
Y'all both done yet?
May I continue? Now listen, as far as movie properties go, I've already got a script based upon a story of your life, Freak, okay? So guys, check out these possible titles. Freakin' and Vibin', Life and Times, Volume 1. The Freak Chronicle, Freak the Fast and Furious, Part 1 does it, and this one's my favorite, Freak, you're gonna love this. He got Pagnotti.
Whoa, okay.
You love it,
All
right?
Dom. Yeah, but look, you're the man, but you're not the man. Okay, you work for me. You have to follow my lead. I'm all for your ideas, but in due time. As for now, I want to focus on the court, and we'll discuss some of your ideas at a later date. Understood?
Yo, we're cool in the gang, bro. That's all you had to say.
All right, good. Thank you. Vet, chill. You cannot let Cece get underneath your skin. But on the same token, you cannot go out of your way to piss her off. I don't have time to be playing peacekeeper between you two.
You know what? We need to talk about this afterwards alone.
Fine. Cece, you need to hold this together. You and I both agreed long ago that Dom was the best agent for me. He has delivered. Are his methods questionable? Is he a shark? Yes and yes. But he is our shark. He's what's best for me, which means he is what's best for all of us. Your job is to bring us balance. Manage the team, sis. We all need to be on the same page.
You're right. But blood is thicker than water.
You know, I ain't trying to hear all that. I'm not here to hold hands. I'm here to win games and achieve greatness on and off the court. But in order for that to happen, I need everybody to be on point. Essentially, get right or get gone. Yeah, I don't have time to be teaching you guys how to work together. It either starts now or I find it elsewhere. Squashed?
Squashed.
Zucchini'd.
Mr. Dom Pagnotti. Mr. Diamond and Platinum himself. It's a love-hate relationship.
What are you thinking about people who see your brother as just a meal ticket?
Well, that's why I'm there. I'm the gatekeeper. Yep. I can smell it from a mile away.
When you take time out for your own personal life, do you have a personal life?
I do.
Where at? I think Freak is your personal life.
You can think whatever you want, mister. But, I have a personal life, thanks.
Yeah?
Yeah. I think that should end the interview right now. Yeah? It's great meeting you.
We got Kevin Durant up next. And you know he'll come to play. I love his versatility, but that makes shutting him down next to impossible. Coach gave us a full breakdown of what to expect, and we watched plenty of film. But sometimes you just gotta throw all that out the window and settle things on the court. And I'm ready. Bring it, KD.
It's that time of the year. Happy holidays, everyone, from 2K Sports as we get set to bring you some mid-season NBA action. Along with... Checked in. Steven Adams, he's checked in for the Thunder. Looking at the last game for Charlotte, it was a loss to the Raptors.
And on an ordinary night, guys, I think they would have come out on top. That's just how well they played, but they happened to catch an opposing team at the very top of their game.
I'd venture to guess, Greg, that if that game was played in their building instead of on the road, they win it.
So the Thunder 5 right now. Down low, it's the international combo of Ibaka and Adams. Russell Westbrook out there with Roberson. And it's Durant in at the 3 spot. And the refs are going to rule that unnecessary contact. It's a flagrant 1 foul.
Boy, a very hard foul that time, and the officials had to slap him with the flagrant. I mean, you can't let him get away with that kind of contact.
Yeah, G, that's an easy call for the officials to make when there's that much contact. The league is really cracking down on those sort of plays.
And for all the flash and dash in Oklahoma City over the past few years, Serge Ibaka silently goes about his business. While all eyes are on the megastars, Durant and Westbrook, Ibaka lurks around like a jaguar. I mean, finding opportunities to exploit any weakness in the opposition.
Walker against Westbrook. From 12 feet out. Can't get it to go.
And, you know, coaches just love players who they can count on to give that effort defensively.
And he clearly is one of those guys, Greg. We saw it right there. Nice work forcing that miss.
They set the pick. Launches a 3. And it's Freak with the rebound.
Hey, they got the shot they wanted off of that pick, but it just doesn't fall.
Yeah, it didn't go down, but you'll take that shot every single time, Greg. That's good offense.
Walker against Westbrook. Here's Kaminsky. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker.
You know, they've scored several times already here in the first quarter down low. I like that.
It's like a running game in football. When you can pound the basketball inside, it also allows you to control the team's transition.
Westbrook dishes to Ibaka. And it's off from three-point range. Westbrook against Walker. We've got 1:23 left here in the opening quarter. And Kid Gilchrist gets it to go in.
Boy, just an excellent assist. Nice work from Kemba Walker.
Screen by Ibaka. Westbrook drives in. A wide open look here for Ibaka. Well-placed jumper from the free throw line. Ibaka's got 11.
Just such a good shooter from that range.
And you factor in his height advantage, it's almost unfair.
Here's Walker, and foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. They get Russell Westbrook.
And watching Kemba Walker play, so explosive. An undersized floor general, nasty crossover.
Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Taking a look at the Thunder. Inside, you've got Ibaka and Cannon. Andre Roberson out there with Russell Westbrook. And it's Morrow in at the 3 spot.
Oh, an illegal screen there. One of the toughest calls for an official to make.
And it is one of the toughest calls, but most of the time they do a good job with it. And you have to appreciate how officials get that one right more times than not.
Now let's send it to Doris from the sideline.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Raptors ended up having a lot of troubles. He chipped in his share of points and added a couple of rebounds with that. One of the concerns of the coaching staff is that this isn't an isolated incident. Now with a growing number of weak games, he says he's ready for a turnaround right here, right now. We'll see if he does just that, Kevin.
You're bringing it, Doris. Thank you so much. Thanks for that report. And I know, guys, he was pretty disappointed in that performance.
You know, would have been a lot easier for him to digest if they had somehow managed to win the game. But the disappointment really hits home when you struggle like he did, and that leads directly to a loss.
There's no doubting that. I mean, he's never going to shy away from the responsibility that comes with being a leader.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Back to Westbrook. Morrow kicks to Ibaka. Oklahoma City moving it around. Roberson. No luck. And Charlotte will go the other way with it. Walker the pass to Freak. Outside, Kidd-Gilchrist. Clock at 6. And he goes in for the dunk.
Grown man's power flush with the long hang on the rim at the end of it.
Clark, that could be a catalyst for him.
I think you're right.
And we've seen those kinds of plays get them fired up in the past.
No one near Westbrook as he lets it go. Bangs home the trifecta. Westbrook's got his second bucket tonight. Hornets trail by 9. And it's Walker penetrating. Loses his man off his screen and lays it up and in.
4 of their last 5 makes came off of a high-quality shot inside.
Textbook, really, when you look at how they're playing. They are having their way down low.
They set the pick. Westbrook against Walker. And Roberson kicks to Morrow. Tries from 16. Zeller grabs the board. Zeller's got his 3rd rebound tonight. There's the dish to Walker. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. They've led by as much as 10. Last game matchup with the Suns, a tough loss there.
You know, I don't like to use the word shock, but that was a shocking result for me. Nobody saw that one coming. To lose to that team was surprising enough, but to get blown out like that.
I know. I mean, I'm with you there. It just seemed as though they were sleepwalking their way through that entire game. It was, in my estimation, just inexcusable.
Out of bounds, Oklahoma City takes possession.
And really just a lack of awareness on his part. Just no idea he was right near the line.
And some changes here for the Hornets. Jefferson comes in for Zeller. And Brian Roberts subbed in for Walker. Durant's checked in for Oklahoma City. Screened by Ibaka. Westbrook kicks to Roberson. Durant dishes to Ibaka. Cantor, the pass to Ibaka. It's blocked, and they're able to recover. Hornets trail by 9. 52 seconds left to play here in the half. And Roberts kicks to Freak. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. And he's got his first free throw of the game.
At the line for your Hornets, shooting 2.
Free throw good. Freak. Some changes for Charlotte. Tyler Hansbrough's checked in for Jeremy Lin. And it's Batum in for Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. Then for the Thunder, Steven Adams, he's checked in for Cantor. McGarry comes in for Serge Ibaka. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Roberson. For 3, Westbrook. The basket is good. The assist from Augustine. And that's 10 points for Russell Westbrook.
And started hot, and he's only gotten harder.
And Roberts kicks to Jefferson. And the Hornets miss again.
The inside just a bit too congested for him to get the usual shot he would have with rhythm.
The Thunder have shot 6 of 7 at the line.
First personal foul at the line.
He's off on the first.
Russell Westbrook at the line for 2.
And that concludes the first half. It's the
well, guys, I'm here with that.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Hornets.
Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get going here. In one hand. Freak, he's in at power forward. Jeremy Lin is out there with Brian Roberts. Then there's Hairston. And it's Hansbrough in at the center, locking down the middle. So that's the lineup for Charlotte.
Penalty situation.
And no good is the first free throw, missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second.
Shooting 2.
He's able to hit the second one, and that trims the lead to 6. So it's Oklahoma City picking up the win.
Russell, congratulations.
The 2K Sports postgame show.